Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We're inside today. First overcast day we've had since we've been here. However, it shows sun most of the day, so I think it's just gonna burn right off. So, um, how you guys doing? Pop in the chat. How you doing today? Scale of 1 to 10, as we normally do. See if I can get this moved around a little bit. I got a streak from the sun, from the window lighting, something like that. So, how are we doing today? What is happening? Today is day 10 of our series on becoming a better you, building a better you. And I wanted to talk today about becoming the architect of your future. But first, we'll welcome everybody and see what's going on. Get the comments opened up here. If you don't come for the content, just show up for the content, right? See Bubba Hogan's flying out of, I think, Orlando this morning. Got a seat to himself, a plane to himself. If you're on here or not, let me see what's happening. I'm working from a hotspot, so hopefully it's not too bad. So let me see what's happening. Roy Dahl, good morning, sir. The comments aren't coming up. There they are. Yeah, coming in at a 9. And of course, Dave Howard is here. Good to see you. And we kayaked yesterday. We were going to do nothing, so we did. We kayaked nine miles or 8 or 9. I said to Wendy, we were kayaking. I said, "How you doing over there? Doing nothing, relaxing, recuperating." So, yeah, we kayaked down the end of the lake toward the river and hopped out and hiked about a mile, walked about a mile. And there's a place down there, a historic landmark called Bible Point, where Teddy Roosevelt used to go to read his Bible. So it's a notable spot. We were sitting there, and I'll post the video, but we're sitting there, and Wendy's like, "This is like something out of Field and Stream. The river's going by, sitting there having lunch." And she said, "Oh my God, there's a bunch of deer." There were two, but 2 deer walked out, kind of just a little meandered across the river, shallow riverbed, and kind of moseyed on. But it was a pretty cool experience. So that just goes to show you got to get out there and be around if things are going to happen. But it was fun. We hiked back, got in the kayaks, and came back a different way around the island. But good to see the lake. I hadn't been out on the lake like that in a bunch of years, just kind of kicking around a little bit. So it was fun. But no worse for wear for kayaking this morning from kayaking yesterday. But I tried to see how fast I could go, as you might expect. And I told Wendy I went and buy her, and the only thing touching the water was the back of my kayak. We had fun, but I only could sustain that for about 12 seconds. So anyway, guys, pop in the chat if you're here and say hello. Let's make sure we're fired up on Instagram. See who's over there. Maybe Mike Nunez will join us this morning. But yeah, Saturday the 23rd. Holy cow! Hey, we've been married a week. Wow. First week has been awesome. So we've done a lot. We've had a good week. Had a good time up here and just chilled out. Hey Joe, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun it's been hard though to disconnect and just not be worried about things that we should have been doing or would have been doing, and just take a break. First time in a long time that we've been able, first time ever that she and I in the last couple of years, I don't remember taking a vacation really. So just chilling out. So Luke's Electric has joined us. Nikki McGee is here on Instagram. Good to see you, Nikki. Luke and Nikki were at the wedding. It was super cool to have some people that I've just gotten to know over the last few years at the wedding. So appreciate you guys being there. Jared Buzzle is here. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, it's been a great week to be up here. Danielle is here. Good to see you. What is happening, guys? Yeah. So we went down to the golf course last night where they were having a summer concert series. And the band, it was one of those times where Wendy knew all the songs. I didn't know shit. She's like, "Have you heard this?" I'm like, "No, but it sounds good." It was like alternative kind of grungy rock type thing. She knew a lot of songs. I knew a few, but it was cool just to see everybody kind of get together in the community, and those guys down to the golf course at the, they call the restaurant's called The Slice, aptly named for people like me that slice the ball. They try to do a lot up here and bring the community together, which is nice. Matt Blood, good morning, sir. How are you today? What is happening? Yeah, good to see you guys. Yeah, we went down. It was like, I don't know, 6 to 9, something like that. It was fun. It was a good time. And then just we've been getting some good sleep. 77, I think, on the sleep score last night. So it's amazing without 2 dogs in the room and kicking around and waking me up at 1 a.m. For the record, Tuck is the only one that wakes me up. Stella is fine. But it's been good to just be able to sleep uninterrupted. So we're gonna get rid of the dogs. No, just kidding. Can't do that. Yeah, Matt's on 9, wrapping up a project this weekend. Dude, you're working all the time. Good for you. Proud of you. Making some big moves and doing some things in life. So it's awesome. Love to see it. So yeah, good morning, Luke McGee. How are you, brother? Good to see you. Yeah. How you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Nikki's on Instagram. Luke's on Facebook. It's a family affair here today. Yeah, guys, I wanted to wrap up the 10-day series on, I think it was called Building a Better You, and talk today about becoming the architect of your future. Aaron Callie is here. Speaking of architects and designers and people that do cool things. Yeah, let's be better today so we can be unstoppable tomorrow. Guys, you can't predict the future, but you can design it. Good morning. Wendy's up. I tried to let her sleep. You guys might have noticed we haven't had any links this week. She's like, hey, I'm on vacation. So yeah, you can't predict the future, but you can design it and be intentional about it. And that's what I've tried to do over the last 9 days, is just kind of lay out the foundation for a better you. Like, and today is just like all about pulling it together so you can step forward, with a blueprint for your future. If we're talking about building, you need a blueprint, you need a foundation, you need a plan, right? I just didn't dive into one of my Ironman races. I didn't do it off the couch. I had a plan. I had to design it. I had to do the training, right? You don't start a business without a business plan, okay? But without trying to decide what you ultimately want for a result, right? It's easy to commit to doing an Ironman, or easy to start a business, but to do it right, to train and to plan and have a direction is another thing. And so over the last 10 days, we've talked about blueprint. We've talked about breaking patterns. We've talked about discipline and mindset and health and resilience and relationships and confidence. And then yesterday we talked about consistency. All of those things that go into building a better you. And if you think about it from an architectural standpoint, architects don't wait for chance. They're not hoping the building's going to stay up. They know they designed it appropriately, right? They design intentionally on purpose. So your future is the result of what you design and what you do daily. Okay. So ask yourself this: am I building by default, or am I building by design? Am I designing it right? Am I being intentional about it? Good morning, Dustin Hippensteel. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. So let's talk about a 90-day plan. What if you chose one area to focus on improving over the next 90 days? What would life look like? And what would 3 milestones be, the kind of boxes you could check along the way that would mark progress? Because 90 days can feel like a long time. 30 days, not so much, right? Yeah, I could do that for a month. We'll do it for a month. If we can't do it for a month, do it for a day. Okay. And then just define those weekly, daily non-negotiables to get there. I'm not doing that. This is something I don't do, or this is something I do every single day. And if you need to find some accountability, then get it. Okay, I talked yesterday about that. Some people are, oh, accountability. You're not committed if you need accountability. I don't know. It's not a bad thing to have a little accountability, right? Especially with somebody that wants you to win. Okay. It's not fun to build alone, I don't think, right? I want to walk down my stairs in 90 days. Yeah. Yeah. How's that knee coming, Dave? Yeah. What a goal, right? And there's a guy that's very active. Okay. He's been a lifetime runner. and wants to be able to walk down the stairs. Okay, so guys, make sure you're hitting your marks, right? Fred Turner is here. Good to see you, Dad. Yeah, a couple of exercises. One quick thing you can do: just write down, like what's one area of your life that you're building better in the next 90 days. Maybe it's your sleep, maybe it's your nutrition, maybe it's you need to get out and walk, or you want to run, get back to doing something you were doing. Maybe it's that you want to do something that you never have. Wow, stem cell treatments Friday. Good for you, man. I hope that works well. Hey, Christy, what's happening, girl? Christy did Wendy's hair and makeup for the wedding. Great job, by the way. Yeah, what's one area of life that you're building better in the next 90 days? And again, 3 milestones that 3 boxes you could check along the way. And what's one daily action you can take that's going to get you there? I dare you to share it in the comments. Nobody ever does, right? Let's see who's here on Instagram. Luke's Electric, AMF-1055. I think I know who that is, but good morning, honeymooners. Yeah, I can't see the picture. George Ross is here. Good to see you. Yeah, guys, kind of take the bull by the horns and, let people know what your 90-day focus is, okay? And let's keep each other accountable. If you have to post it here in the chat, do that on a daily basis. Hey, I did my journal today, or I did my stretching or my foam roll work, whatever it is that keeps you going, whether it's a better diet, having better relationships with people, chatting with people, and maybe reaching out to somebody that you haven't, and just connecting with people and doing things, right? Sometimes it takes effort, right? Like, we were talking about what we were going to do yesterday, and I'm like, well, we were kind of legging out what the kayak trip would look like. And I said, to Wendy, I go, we're going to kayak down the end of the lake, walk down to Bible Point, kayak back, lunch in between, an hour of fluff. You're probably looking at 4 or 5 hours. And why don't we just go out in the thoroughfare? I'll show you that, and the river. And she's like, okay. And then she said, well, let's get down the end of the lake, go to Bible Point, but we're not taking 4 or 5 hours to do it. She gets out there in the kayak, starts blowing my doors off, and it's going down the lake. She goes, yeah, we're not wasting any time getting down there. She goes, let's boot it down there. I go, oh, okay. One point I said, you're pretty good at kayaking. She goes, oh, thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Dave Brackett. Good morning. Camp looks good on you and Wendy. Good morning, dear. Good morning, Mrs. Turner. She's up. My gremlin. Yeah, she's got some good sleep up here. So, yeah, so anyway, long story short, I think we did the whole thing in 3.5 hours. So it was good. And we sat and had lunch down there at the point. So it was good. We talk a lot about traveling and doing different things, but there's so much in Maine that we haven't seen, and so much in this country that we haven't seen. And crazily enough, there's so much even around this lake exploring that we haven't seen, or I haven't seen in a long time. So it was good to kind of get around and do that, chill out, and have fun. And we're eating great, right? We're eating great, not drinking perfect. We did have a protein bowl one night. So there you go. So yeah, exactly. But yeah, guys, like I said, over the last 10 days, we talked about a lot of different things, about building a better you. And I challenge you guys to focus on something that could help you, as I always say, move the needle, right? We only get one trip around this track, and I'm not going to be looking for any change back when I'm done. Try to get the most out of it. Be healthy, be happy. If you're not, change something. There's no excuse for going through life and being frustrated and being miserable. And if you can change something, okay? So get out and do that. I hope you have a great Saturday today. It's supposed to burn off here. It's first day I've woken up and not seen the sun, which is awesome. So we've had a great week. Yeah, I don't know what we're probably going to do. Nothing today, right? I'll let you know tomorrow what nothing looks like, but it probably won't be sitting around. Although we have logged a fair amount of time in the hammock, and that thing has earned its money this week. So anyway, guys, we'll get all the links put back in. I do know this. I do know Steve has sold, and the team have been selling a bunch of tickets to Mach 5 while I've been away. Maybe that's what I needed to do. So that's filling out fast. So get your tickets to Mach 5. We'll put the link in. Dave says, how's the weather been? It's been fantastic, Dave. I haven't seen a stretch of weather like this in I don't know how many years. Right back to even before the week of the wedding. Last 2 weeks have been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we started checking the weather for the wedding, 10 days out, driving ourselves nuts with that because that makes a lot of sense. And day out, day before, day out, all perfect. Up here, it's been, mid 70s, like it's 56 right now. But it'll top out at 75 today. Just fantastic. So yeah, it's been awesome. So it's been a great week to just relax and unplug a little bit. We relax a little differently than other people. Some other people, maybe we like to do stuff. But to me, being here and doing things around camp is relaxing to me. But I do need to force myself to take a break. Yeah, things you can't control. That's right, brother. But yeah, so guys, I want you to have a great weekend. It's how we kind of lost track of the days here and all that. Nikki says it was perfect. Yeah, we loved having you guys there. Have a great weekend, and maybe plan a little bit for the upcoming week. Like I said yesterday, there's 104 weekend days in the year. You ought to be able to take 1 or 2 hours here somewhere along the weekend and make sure that you set yourself up for a great week next week. So you guys that are hitting the daily sales accelerator with us inside the Rosenberg group, I'll be back on Monday. I don't know what the schedule is, but I'll probably be doing a lot next week. I know Steve's out next week. He's away. So I'll be doing some heavy lifting there and helping out. So if you need me, as always, reach out. I'd love to chat with you. If you think coaching might be right for you and you want to have a conversation about that, or you want to have a conversation about what Mach 5 looks like, or what all the things are that I talk about on a daily basis inside the Rosenberg group and community, let me know. I'd love to have a conversation. So in the meantime, we're going to go do nothing, whatever that looks like, and have a great day. And I want you guys to do the same. Appreciate you being here over the last 10 days where we've talked about building a better you. And just getting out and identifying a few ways where you can be better, and then plot the course for that, design that, be the architect of your own life. Like I always say, we only get one trip around this track. Okay, guys, have a great day. And I will catch you tomorrow, same time, same station. Take care.